Imagine waking up one morning to thousands of photos of yourself, except you never took those photos. Hi, my name's Lucy and welcome back to my channel. They look real, they look convincing, but they were created entirely by artificial intelligence. And over the past year, this has been happening to celebrities in particular all over the world.
A disturbing trend on social media struck one of the world's biggest stars this week when explicit AI-generated images of Taylor Swift began to circulate on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Actors, musicians, public figures, people like Taylor Swift and Scarlett Johansson have actually been pulled into conversations about deepfakes, AI digital replicas of themselves, whether that be a video, a photo, a voiceover. But what makes this really disturbing is that it's not just the technology that's the problem here. It's how quickly the internet, people on the internet, spread these images.
It is alarming. So while social media companies make their own independent decisions about content management, we believe they have an important role to play in enforcing their own rules.
And the scary part, this might only just be the beginning. So we all know that technology has evolved so rapidly over the past 20 years. Programs that once struggled to create digital images like cartoony images and stuff like that can now create incredibly realistic photographs of some things that don't even exist. These systems are trained on an enormous database of images, learning patterns in lighting, faces, skin texture, and photography styles. So when someone types an AI prompt into an AI generator, something like photo of a celebrity at a party, for example, the system doesn't just guess, it reconstructs exactly what that scene would look like, using every kind of bit of data it's learned from things online, images online, videos online.
One of the most famous deepfakes on the internet showed what looked like Tom Cruise posting casual TikTok videos, except it wasn't him. The videos were being created using AI face swapping technology.
And 9 times out of 10, the results look shockingly real. I'm talking like scarily real. It's actually making me question what's real and what's not. Should I be living like that? But that's exactly where things get complicated. Because when these tools are generating images of people, real people, in particular celebrities, the line between fiction and reality becomes extremely blurry. And that's exactly where the controversy started. At first, AI images seem mostly harmless, experimental, just a bit of fun. People were generating, and still do, generate fantasy landscapes, fictional characters, mock-ups of design ideas. But eventually, people started experimenting with something else. Because public figures already have thousands and potentially millions of photos and or videos of themselves online, AI models have an enormous amount of visual data to learn from and take from, which means it's much easier for AI generators to create some sort of image or video that involves a public figure. And of course, because they are public figures, these images and videos spread rapidly online. And we all know how quickly the internet spreads information. You post it, it's out there, and it's out there for good. Now, some of these images and or videos were harmless, but some crossed the line.
Taylor Swift became one of the most visible examples of how AI can spread across the internet. Fake images began circulating online, and within hours they had already reached millions of views.
The incident has led to renewed calls by politicians in the US for legislation to clamp down on these AI-generated fakes.
Images were created involving celebrities in situations that never happened. They never took place. Sometimes embarrassing, a lot being inappropriate, and sometimes deliberately misleading. And like we say, because social media moves so fast, These images could reach millions of people all around the world in seconds, before anyone had time to verify if they were actually real or fake. And I feel like nowadays you have to question absolutely everything. Now, the reason AI generated media being spread across the internet is so hard to control is the speed. Once you've posted an image online, whatever that may be, it can be copied, it can be pasted, it can be saved, it can be shared. Even if the original post is deleted, it can then be reposted time and time and time again. And unlike original technical photo video manipulation, AI doesn't require technical skill. Anyone with access to this software can generate AI images, photos, videos within seconds. And that raises a really uncomfortable question. If anyone can create fake images and/or videos of anyone else, what happens to the concept of visual evidence? This is a huge legal and ethical problem. Governments and tech companies are still struggling to find a way to maintain the level of AI generates and how to regulate AI generated media. Some experts argue that stricter laws are necessary, which I can understand because obviously, you know, if you're taking somebody's identity, like a literal photo of themselves and posing as them, or having them pose in certain situations which never took place, especially ones that are inappropriate or uncomfortable, is so unethical and so wrong. There should be legal boundaries to protect individuals from having their likeness used without consent. However, on the other hand, people worry that the limitations or any laws against this could limit creativity. I do think there should be some laws against creating certain AI content. For example, if I'm not involved in that photo, or if it's a celebrity, if it's somebody else that I'm putting in that situation and making out like it's real, there should be legal implications involved.
There have been many victims of AI-generated non-consensual pornography in the past, and I think it's very significant if you get the president to weigh in on yours. But that being said, it's you know, she and the White House are drawing attention to an ongoing problem. It's been going on for a while, quite a serious problem, and a problem that's only likely to get worse, unfortunately.
However, if I want to use that to speed up my creative process by, I don't know, making videos of myself and my experiences or something like that, then that should be accepted. But there are certain parts of the internet that should be banned, and some of which are. If you go into a shop and you're buying several cans of, I don't know, Coca-Cola, you know, and you do that on a daily basis, you're gonna get fat, you're gonna get obese, you're severely overweight. That's just one prime example, but it doesn't mean you should stop selling that product. But that's the thing, how do you regulate technology without restricting legitimate use? And how do you protect people's identities with digital replicas becoming easier and easier to create? These are questions that only lawmakers are beginning to address, especially with the rapid evolution of AI in particular. Technology itself is only part of the story. Social media platforms are designed to amplify content that gets strong reaction, shock, outrage, curiosity. So when a controversial AI image appears online, it often spreads very, very quickly. And not because people support it, it's because people will have a natural emotional reaction to it. Oh my gosh, I never knew that about them. Lost all respect, gone. But actually that wasn't them. All of this points to a bigger cultural shift that's happening online right now. For decades, photos were treated as evidence. If there was a photo of something, people assumed that it actually happened. But AI is beginning to break that assumption, which means we're entering a very strange new era of technological advances. But the scary part is that no one can actually guarantee what's real and what's not. And society is in the process of figuring out how to adapt to that.
Lawmakers here can do very little to prevent the spread of this sort of misinformation.
In future, celebrities may not have to deal with just the paparazzi photos that are like posted on tabloids without any context, but they might also have to deal with AI photos. But will the internet ever learn how to use this kind of thing responsibly? So I'm curious as to what you guys think. Should AI-generated media be made illegal? Or is this simply the next stage of internet culture that we should just kind of adapt to and accept? I personally think the first one. I think there should be limitations, and I think there should be laws put in place to an extent. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.